Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night. Swear to God, I ain't never gonna repent. Mama, can I get another amen? Oh, it's Saturday night.
What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to MPX Mainline. Unfortunately, technical difficulties are causing us to have to do this on Facebook Live, so here we are for MPX Mainline. I am the host, hashtag Certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host as always. You're loud with that.
The voice of the MPX addicts. God, your production gets so bad every time. Where's my mic?
Mike? I told you. But either way, tonight was Metroplex Wrestling Super Fight, and man, oh man, there was a lot of super fights.
Yes, there was. There were several matches tonight.
I mean, we started the night off with a murder.
Of course, that's always the best way to start a wrestling show.
Oh, yeah. As the Texas Chainsaw Sky de Lacrimosa took on Mikey B, and
Oh, you decided to drop his name after tonight? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
Smart man. Smart man.
I mean, I almost want to say his name was Robert Paulson, but you know.
Not many people get that.
Yeah, true. But either way, this fight, it was a backstreet fight, and I wasn't sure that Mikey was going to be able to hang with one of the lords of Texas hardcore. But he died.
I'm coming.
But he actually did a really good job holding his own for a while. But like I said, Sky is one of the Texas hardcore lords. He is one of the top hardcore guys in the state.
He's a monster.
Exactly.
That's the thing that's been missing in MPX for a while, is a monster. And everyone's kind of realized that. And Sky himself has realized, you know what? No, I need to be a monster again. Because you got the monster hunter running around. And, you know, Sky's already beat the monster hunter before. So he's people need to respect his name.
I completely agree with that part, because, I mean, this is a former MPX champion. But we'll see what goes on in the future, because he did call out pretty much anybody for his next opponent.
Well, yeah.
Anybody. Because he wanted to prove, he wanted to remind everyone who he is.
You said anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, jump in.
No. I was going to ask if you
want to.
I mean, you want to wrestle your buddy, right?
No. Remember, XV loves me. I'm loved.
True. But after that, we got a tag team match that was actually for the #1 contendership for the MPX Tag Team Championship, as the Immortal Savages, Jason Silver, the Immortal, and the Weapon Bane took on Infinite Stock, the Trainer, Red Chambers, and No Limits on the Bar.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Immortal Savages since Purple Rain, and it was good to see him back. It was, you know, it was a little different. Silver seemed a little more pissed than usual. I mean, he's always pissed.
Yeah. Well,
a little more pissed.
I don't know. I mean, I guess even Immortals feel time passing every once in a while. But
another century passed for him. By the way.
Exactly. Yeah. So this match was savage. I mean,
it was. I'm kind of shocked at the outcome a little bit. You know, Infinite Stock pulling out the win, becoming their #1 contenders, which is kind of is, you know, destiny in the writing, and the fact that they have beaten Best Picture before.
They truly have. And I guess, I don't know, I mean, will a third sequel be able to spell victory for Infinite Stock this time?
Probably not.
No?
They never.
The third sequel always comes.
Well, it does, because, I mean, Empire's the best, so, you know.
But after that, we had the first of 3 championship matches, all 3 singles championships on the line tonight. The MPX Prospect Championship on the line. Johnny O'Mara making his second defense against the self-styled true hero of MPX, Casey Clay. I'm not saying that other one.
Well, you don't want to do charismatic, catastrophic, charismatic, that one? Yeah, there's a lot of season. There's a lot of season there, all right?
Exactly. I'm tired of stumbling over that one, so I'm just going to call him the self-styled true hero.
He's not self-styled. It's true hero. The true hero of MPX.
But all week, Casey has been calling out Johnny as being quiet, as being weak, and everything like that. So Johnny started out the match basically going to town on him, ready to show him that he is not weak.
He did. Johnny was looking for, you know, maybe a little bit of redemption. Johnny wanted to prove that he is one of the top here at MPX. He knows, obviously, going against Casey. Casey, obviously, being one of the best here. One of the, you know, as we always say, one of the most athletic men here.
Love him or hate him, you can't deny that.
No, you really can't. And what happened? What happened to your friend?
Well, and new MPX Prospect champion, Casey Clay. And honestly, I'm
hero.
Self-styled. I don't know anybody else who calls him that except for you, but you're, yeah.
I get things over. Do you remember Mr. Match on the Night, sir?
You've got a point there.
There you go.
But after that, we got to see two returns. Two amazing returns, two people that the MPX addicts love to watch, whether they're cheering them or booing them or anything like that. The exception, Xavier Daniels, taking on Luigi Primo.
Yes, ex-daddy was home, and it's always great to see Xavier back. Xavier was one of those ones that I loved from the old building. Wish we had him a lot more. And obviously Luigi from, down in Austin making the best pizza. It was really, a very interesting match to be paired up in.
Yeah,
very different styles.
But when it comes down to it, Xavier Daniels does not like carbs, and he did not like Luigi either. So from beginning to end, basically, he took everything
You
Luigi
don't get a
had.
body like that eating pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unfortunately, you get bodies like ours.
What are you talking about? I'm fit. Fittest person on the show, sir. I got cardio. You don't know that.
Do I have to bring up the getting out of bed thing again?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, Xavier Daniels coming out with a devastating win on this one. Hopefully, we'll get him back soon. We'll see him more
devastating. Some of the addicts think Travis might have miscounted a little bit.
I don't know. Luigi didn't get up after that. It was probably still 3 anyway.
Yeah, true.
But, after that, we got to see another grudge match of sorts, I guess, as 1 in a Million, Tatum Manning took on the rugged Gabe Wilder. And these two don't like each other.
You're not going with the faction killer on Tatum? You're not. You didn't write that one down?
I didn't write anything
down. You're going to have
down.
to do with 1 in a Million? I keep telling you to hire a producer. I don't know why you don't.
She has ownership.
It's the reason we don't have mics right now is because of the producer.
Like I said, I can't. She has ownership. It would ruin the whole company.
Yeah, it's okay.
But
you're a master of divorce anyways. Yeah, I'm sorry. That one was wrong. Sorry. This is why I'm not live.
You're lucky that one was funny.
Anyways, Gabe and Tatum.
Yeah, Gabe and Tatum. They do not like each other, even less than I like you right now.
It's fair. Not many people like me.
Yeah, but these two went back and forth, and there was a lot of real.
I was going to say, next to probably the main event, this is probably one of the more physical fights we had.
Yeah, definitely.
Gabe, obviously, we've talked about it before at the playground. They come to play. They come to play.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't hold anything back, and we've seen Tatum, he kind of learned from his Philadelphia buddy that you need to bring a little violence every now and then. So,
and he brought a lot of violence. He took down Gabe Wilder, and honestly, that's I wouldn't say that's 2 for 2 because of what happened with Brixton, but he's basically
he's going through the faction. He's just he's 1-1 with them.
1-1. Yeah,
we'll see what happens when he fights Kari next.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he'll make his way all the way up to the top and take on X's.
And he's got to get through other people first.
True. I mean, if Kari's the penultimate boss on that one, I am so sorry for Exodus.
That's just rude. I don't know why you hate Kari so much.
But then after that, we had what people thought was going to be the biggest change of the night as Exodus Prime defended the MPX Addicts Championship against Mr. Match of the Night.
It was even written, it's the final boss, Exodus Prime.
Yeah, true.
Why don't you read what's written? Actually, that one's
blocked, so I couldn't see it.
But yeah, this one is one that's been building for quite a while. We saw, at Purple Rain, Player 2 entered the chat. We've got one of the most decorated addicts, MPX champions there is, in Ryan Remington, Mr. Match of the Night. And he's going against Exodus, who we've said time and time since he's got here is the MVP of MPX right now.
Oh, yeah. And on Thursday, we set a lot of high expectations for this match, and I'd say that they were actually met, every one of them.
Yep.
I may not have been happy with the outcome, but I will say that the match...
The outcome was brilliant.
Really?
Exodus is a smart man, sir.
Well, I'm not gonna lie about that one. That was very cunning of him, but it was underhanded. Unfortunately, with him using the belt as a weapon against Ryan Remington and coming up with the win.
Yeah, well, again, it's the way it's been for how many days now? Almost close to a year, give or take. It's pretty close, isn't it?
No, not really.
I feel like we're in the 300s.
We got about 6 months.
No, we Goldberg this. We're in the
Goldberg?
Yeah, we're in the 700s right now.
That makes sense.
No, Exodus, again, he is the longest reigning Addict Prime champion, that Prime title, for a reason.
You know, the more you say it, the less I care about it.
Exactly.
But honestly,
It
the
makes sense.
more he wrestles, the more he proves it. It is his title right now.
Yep.
And I don't know if there's anybody who can defeat him at this point. Not anybody on the MPX roster.
I was going to say, look at all the people he's taking out.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't wait October 2nd. He's going to take out Swoggle, too.
You sure it's
coming.
You sure?
He's going to hit that elbow on Swoggle, and it's over.
I don't know. It depends.
He's got to go real low for it, but it's coming.
If Kari's involved, I'm pretty sure Swoggle will just steamroll.
That's rude.
But then after that, we had the Mad Prince, Mr. MPX himself.
No. If Cody doesn't say it, you can't say it.
Oh, he said it in the second one.
No. If he doesn't get a title shot, and we don't announce him Mr. MPX, there's no point in the tournament.
That is
Just
entirely that's an opinion.
Just
That is
saying.
an opinion. But he was taking on Mason Price of the Chili Boys.
Oh, that's the good one,
right? Him and Corey, yeah.
I mean, Corey was on a cheat code elsewhere, so.
Yeah.
He got there for free.
Did you have to?
Oh, of course
But
I did.
these two went at it pretty well, and the Mad Prince basically wanted to prove that he is back and he is going to decimate anybody who challenges him. And he called out after his victory the one who challenged him.
Yeah, he did. We saw a couple of weeks ago Prince Adam come in saying that he is running DFW area and that he feels that the Mad Prince has disrespected the Prince name. And now we've got the Mad Prince saying that, well, no, Prince Adam disrespects the Prince name. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens when and if that actually happens with Prince Adam and Mad Prince. It's going to be one hell of a fight. Obviously Mason Price putting on a great fight. It was I think he gave a lot more than Mad Prince than people were expecting.
Oh, yeah. And after that, we had the main event, probably one of the most intense matches, and obviously a competitor for match of the night with Ryan versus Exodus. We had JD Griffey challenging once again for Jackson Stone's MPX championship, and this match, like I said, it was intense. It was emotionally intense.
This was a rematch that a lot of people were looking for, especially after how the first one ended. Again, we've talked about it before. We have the past and one of the most decorated and the best MPX champions in the history of MPX, and Jerome Daniels, JD Griffey, the four-time champion, going against Jackson Stone in his very first title run as MPX champion. And a lot of things that a lot of people weren't sure he'd ever get. He was always just short of getting the title.
Yeah.
And he's obviously, he wants to prove that he does earn that title. He did not like the way it ended with him and Jerome last time, and they came out and they picked up exactly where they left off last time.
Yeah, and it looked almost like it was going to end badly for Jackson one way or the other, as his knee gave out on him during the match, and it looked really, really painful. But JD Griffey was not going to let the match end.
You never want to show any weakness to JD Griffey.
No, man is a predator, and I'm not talking the creepy kind.
Shoulder, leg, ankle, knee, throat. You don't want to give Jerome any chance to get something to snap or tap.
You give him that inch of weakness, he will take the mile out of your hide.
He will, and this is something that Jackson I don't know if it's the addicts. I don't know if he wants to prove that is his title, but he fought through.
He is.
And it took two of those, key crushers to get him, but he got it. And it's one of those where we saw at the end of the match, I still don't think we're done here.
And, well, I don't know. I mean, this was one of the more definitive endings to the match because he actually made him tap. Something that getting JD Griffey to tap, that's no small feat.
No, it really isn't, but that's one of those things where you got to realize that we've seen Jerome before. Jerome he's not going to let this go.
No.
This is one where we saw, how you doing?
I'm tapped.
That was him that said that.
I'm just calling it like it was called.
I'm waiting for the part of the show where you say I almost had him.
You did.
I had him dead to rights. I'm waiting for that part.
You did. You absolutely did.
This ain't over. You hear me? You tell them.
Obviously, this is
Shut up! This ain't over.
Told you it wasn't over.
No, obviously not.
I don't know why you don't listen.
We'll see what happens.
We know what's going to happen. Jerome, that's 2 times Jerome has been this close.
Yeah.
And, he had him tapped in that phenomenal maneuver last time. And then he had him here in an ankle lock. He had him in a chokehold. He had him in an arm wrest. He had him in everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we really do need a, no rope break submissions type match. I think that's what we need next.
Honestly, I think that's really only one of the ways that this is going to be able to go. I mean, maybe a tap out only.
Yeah, that's what I just said. No rope break, tap out only. Literally what I just said. Yeah, you don't listen.
Either way, that was MPX's Super Fight, and as you can tell, this was a stacked card. All local talent, all amazing, and honestly, it was worth the price of admission.
Oh, of course, because MPX does run this town, and there's been doing it for long enough that they, it's not a moniker. They say it because it's true.
Yeah. And that explains why other people. But either way, we're going forward from here. We're going to see Casey Clay begin his run as the MPX Prospect Championship. Will there be another contender for the MPX Prime title?
I mean, we'll see what happens if anybody wants to come up to challenge for that Prime title. At this moment, there doesn't look like anyone can take it.
Yeah. But also after that, I mean, what's next for Jackson Stone? He's got to recover, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
This one.
This is another one where we see Jerome walking out on his own, and we see Jackson getting helped out.
Yeah.
That's something I think people really do need to take a look at.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, after that, we've also got we've got shows where we're going to have Swoggle here.
October 2nd, Swoggle returns.
Oh, yeah. And then in December
18th, we're getting dirty again.
Mm-hmm.
What? We are? Dirty Dingo's coming back.
You're going to get us banned next.
Yeah.
But either way, we are looking forward to that. Make sure you catch us this Thursday for MPX Rehab, because we've got a special surprise for you. We're going to have the new MPX Prospect Champion, Casey Clay.
The true hero, Casey Clay.
I called him the MPX Prospect Champion. That's good enough.
Yeah, the true hero.
But he will
the
be there.
MPX Prospect Champion.
He will be in the studio with us this Thursday. He gets to pet the dog.
We get to call that a studio?
It's more of a studio than here.
Yeah, okay.
At least we're not standing in front of the building.
You're welcome, by the way. Notice how, my PR person always gets talent. The old producer person didn't do anything.
She's going to kill you once we're done. Either way, got to be with you, fans.
See y'all next Saturday. I mean, I'll still get free tickets. I might go
Mark
somewhere
out.
else. I don't know.